Okay, hello everyone. My name is Attitudinal, the Executive Director for Green Climate Restoration Goal Initiative, GGI. And basically today we are all out to commemorate the World World Cleanup Day together with PlogginNigeria and UNICEF. And I want to quickly talk about the role of youth in eliminating plastic pollution in Nigeria. Basically, we really need to understand what plastic is and the categories of plastic that we are talking about. I know we have buckets in our homes. Those are fine because they are reusable. But like this that I'm holding in my hands is called single-use plastic. All right. An example of that is also the disposable cups that we use for drinks in picnics and in the likes of restaurants, bars, and the likes. Also styrofoams and the plastic takeaways that we use, to collect foods at events and restaurants. Okay, those are basically single-use plastic that are enormous in the environment space. And the disaster that these are causing are enormous. On the SDGs we have life on land and we have life below water. SDG 13, 14, 15. All right. And basically the effect of this on land is the fact that most people end up setting them ablaze. And when they set them ablaze, there are many chemicals that constitute the makeup of this plastic. Part of them is furan. So when they are set on fire, the chemicals have a change of states from solid to gas, mixing with the air. For the fact that we are breathing them in and it is hazardous to our health, digestive, is it digestive now? Breathing in of chemicals, toxic chemicals, and also the depletion of the ozone layer by releasing of these gases, which culminates to the GHG, that is greenhouse gases in the air. That is one part of the hazard on life on land. And also, they find their way into the waterways, such that when there is small downpour, or should I say heavy downpour, the waterways are already clogged, all right? And this water find their way into the homes and communities in the grassroots levels, okay? And thereby causing flood and claiming lives and properties, in their millions and billions of dollars. Okay, that is to talk about the economic impact of this waste. And also, they find their way into the ocean, into the sea. And we all know that the water body constitutes over 70% of the planet's Earth, which invariably means that the volume of this that is in the water now, the water body, is much more than the number of people on Earth. Because the amount of this that is produced per second is unquantifiable, all right? And this find a way into the water bodies in which lives below water, the aquatic and the marine life, there is something called ingestation, all right, and entanglement. So there is entanglement and ingestation. The moment they ingest it, they die. And the twist is that we are losing our seafood, okay, which is having a grave effect on our food chain and our food web. Another thing is that there are some aquatic creatures that are efficient in the pharmaceutical industry. The moment they pick up all of these things, and we lose them because we do not even know the number of these species that are remaining. We lose them and they are gone forever. So these are the hazard of this plastic in the environment. And then what should the youth do? That is the heart of the thing. We should not just keep talking about the problems, right? So what should the youth do? I want to say that gone are the days in which every home has a water pot. But it might sound like, should we now all go back to water pots? But there are alternatives we can adopt, even if we don't use water pots. We have water jars now, water dispensers that are used in banks and in corporate offices. We can use that and then use reusable cups to fetch these waters from the dispenser instead of everybody carrying plastic all over the place. Also, if you look around, we can see that we have water flask that people use around now, okay? So people can equally use that and fetch from the water jar instead of carry this around? And then what is the impact on the economy? Because you might say that will this not actually impact the business of those people? All right, I want to say that we need to begin to shift from business as usual and prioritize environmental sustainability over profitability in every ramifications, okay? And I can say that the volume of patronage that the water jar attract will increase exponentially, because if that is the only way, of course, people will switch from this to that. So there is no lose. It is still a win-win. It's just in the interest of the environment. So I am pushing this out to you guys out there. It is not everybody that can actually recycle, all right? But all of us can choose to reuse, meaning that this bottle, I can reuse it, okay? I can decide to take it home and reuse it, you know, to take my water. I can fill it up with seed. Okay, I love plants. I plant a lot, okay? I can keep my seed in there, all right? And several other ways that we can get to reuse all of this. Also, we can actually support organizations and enterprises that are into recycling, okay? By donating to them. If we have a number of this, in my house, for instance, sachet water, bottles, I don't throw them away. For the fact that my organization does recycling, all right, we use them. And for those that we know that it can be helpful to, probably the enterprise with it, they sell it to get money, probably to feed or to send their children to school. We donate to them. So these are part of the way that we can eradicate waste, especially single-use plastic from the environment. So I want to say, everywhere in Nigeria, we should take this as a clarion call and as an intentional step to ensure that we align with environmental sustainability. Once again, my name is Akintola Kinyemi from GGI. Thank you.